Greetings, everyone, and welcome. July the 6th, 2025. And tonight we have some breaking news coming out of Moscow, directly from Zakharova, the spokesman for Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, about the breakdown or a slowdown in talks between the United States and Russia. This can be a positive thing. We shall see. In addition to that, we also have this evening Donald Trump making some positive statements about Zelensky and Ukraine. Now, what happens from here? We do not know, but for sure we have reached the place where the United States has to decide whether it gets in or gets out. This chaos that continually is coming out of Washington must stop because it is critical. Even we're getting information that Zelensky and Ukraine putting in special requests for air defense directly to Germany on an emergency basis, because truly the skies are becoming less protected by the day. And as the thumbnail says, it's your move. So let's jump right into this. Two statements made by Trump, and then I want to get to what Zakharova made, the statement she made, and also a statement from Lavrov. Here we go, guys. Let's jump straight in. Trump tonight talking about Zelensky.
You had a strategic call with Zelensky the other day. What strategy did you
I thought it was a good call. He's being hit very hard, as I said he would. He's being hit very hard, and I was very disappointed with my call with President Putin. I was very disappointed.
All right, so that's what we have. And you say, well, Greg, is that all you have for me? No, it's not. And I know we don't want to hear it. We don't want to listen to it. I don't either. But good call with Zelensky. Bad call with Putin. We'll take it. But the reality is, what are you going to do about it? That's the big question. And that's what I'm asking you. What do you think tonight? Put it in the comments. Do you think the U.S. is 100% out, or there's still a chance that the United States is going to shift and assist Ukraine on a larger scale? Now, the question was raised. Why don't you support Ukraine the same way that you support Israel? Here it is.
Say it.
Why not help Ukraine the same way you help Israel?
I am helping Ukraine. I'm helping it a lot. And it's a war that should have never happened. It's a war that should have never started. If I were president, if the election weren't rigged, and it was rigged just so badly.
I'll leave all that alone. He then goes into a rant about the election being rigged and all of this other stuff. This statement, are you helping Ukraine? Why don't you help Ukraine the same way you helped Israel against Iran? I am helping Ukraine, but that's it. Then we go into deflection mode. So that may help you give your answer to what you think the United States is going to do. Yet he still says he's helping Ukraine. Ukraine right now desperately needs Patriot missiles and air defense systems. Come to the plate and do what is right, Washington, D.C. Now, with that deflection there, he moves on to other topics. The reality is, I don't expect much, but we definitely are at the crossroads where the decision must be made. Now, let's talk about Zakharova. This on top of these statements coming from Trump. Good call with Zelensky, bad call with Putin. I am helping Ukraine. Well, of course, not in the same way. We put our B-2s and bunker buster bombs in the air for Israel against Iran. And Netanyahu will be in the White House tomorrow. So it's not the same, period. But we have this. Zakharova tonight saying the United States has postponed the third round of talks with Russia. You see, there have already been two rounds, and not about Ukraine, guys. This is about U.S.-Russia relationship. Washington has postponed the third round of Russia-U.S. consultations on removing multiple mutual irritants, according to Zakharova. Once again, you know her face. She is the spokesperson for the Foreign Ministry, Sergei Lavrov. Despite this, she said Moscow sees signals that the United States still wants to restore ties. In previous rounds, These meetings were held in Istanbul in February and April. So now we're into July, and the U.S. is saying, hang on, we need to postpone the talks. And she says the United States has not canceled the talks, only postponed them. Contacts are ongoing. So we'll take it, and we need to take it. Right now, we got a positive connotation, statement about the call with Zelensky, negative about Putin. I am helping Ukraine. Listen, we have to see it as it is. And now, put your money where your mouth is, President Trump. Help Ukraine. But we see the postponement in the talks. And there's more on top of this. Putin and Macron. This is just further validating how mad the Kremlin is. Lavrov commenting on the conversation between Putin and Macron. Putin is an honorable person and quite polite. And there is a reason I'm showing you this. After what he said there, what decisions he made, I think many are interested in why, when he calls Moscow, we still answer him. Well, you know, in my opinion, the answer is obvious, and the answer lies in the principles that guide the Russian president, a truly polite person, a forward-looking politician who never refuses dialogue to please some opportunistic ideological instincts. That's all. France says he's called to seek advice on Iran. That is, they now understand that they can and should consult with us. The Kremlin reported in detail on the contents of the telephone conversation. Everything else is a matter of diplomatic tradition. So what is happening here is Russia is trying to posture themselves as the general of the world. Russia will now use this to stick a knife and jab it into the White House. No matter, they would say they want to be your friend while they stab you in the back. So they'll put it out there. Oh yeah, Macron's calling us. Macron's calling Putin. He's not calling the White House. He's not calling Trump. They will use it for their advantage, and this will put a burr in the saddle of Donald Trump. Could that assist in breaking down more relations with Russia? I don't know. But at least we have something happening right now while the United States is deciding what it's going to do next in regard to supporting Ukraine. Now we have more information coming out tonight. The BRICS made their official declaration, unanimous declaration, and they stated we have serious concerns about the rise of United States unilateral tariffs. We condemn military strikes against Iran. We call for unconditional Gaza ceasefire. We welcome Indonesia as a BRICS member, and there were others, and we condemn the attacks from Ukraine against Bryansk and Kursk, the rail and bridge attacks. No, of course, no condemnation of any barbarism against Ukraine, but the reality is all of these statements are anti-USA. So we'll take it. Is there more pressure now on the United States and the Trump administration to help stand for what is right, to stand with Ukraine, to stand with Europe, to fight against this? I can also tell you that Sergei Lavrov tonight, and I didn't have time to translate it, in his statement, he said it is time that Western dominance is over. Now, there's one more thing that we need to throw into our understanding as we look forward to this week of what is going to happen. What is the United States going to do? How are we going to be looking over the next 5, 6, 7 days in regard to Ukraine? And that is, now there's an internal war again inside the United States between the friends forever, Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Elon Musk officially starting a third party in the United States. And it is already going sideways with the Trump administration. But ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about big money that can go toward a third party to try to upset certain elections geographically. And we have information that Mark Cuban wants to get on board with Elon Musk. Listen, you're talking about massive power and massive money. Donald Trump tweeting, I'm saddened to watch Elon go completely off the rails. The train wreck. Third parties never worked. All it's going to do is bring disruption and chaos. Well, we'll see. I think right now with the two-party system, we have a lot of disruption and chaos for sure. Well, that's where we're at tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And there was so much that we needed to get out. Couldn't wait till tomorrow because there are certain things that are connected. They're sleeping over there right now. And when we wake up, we're going to get more information in regard to the crossroads that we are at and what is going to happen next. We shall see. It's your move, Donald Trump. Get in or get out. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for caring and helping us share truth to the world. Appreciate you, your new subscribers, dropping the like, all of those things. And I look forward to your comments. What do you think the U.S. is really going to do when it all comes down to that last moment? Help Ukraine or not? What's your thought? Be blessed.